So I'm gonna essentially be describing motor units and their recruitment. Motor units are essentially a combination of muscle fiber and an efferent neuron that sort of, I guess, innervates it, that causes it to contract. Um, this nerve cell kind of connects to the greater peripheral nervous system and central nervous system, from which it receives signals and well ultimately it'll help in giving it back too. But basically motor units consist of that neuron um, and that muscle spindle, and by that logic it is essentially a single unit, the most base unit of uh, muscle fibers of a muscle, I guess you could say, from which larger muscles and muscle groups are uh, consisted of. Motor units are recruited in small amounts for fine movements and for smaller loads when you don't need to lift very much. And of course, they're recruited in greater amounts when more is needed for heavier lifts or for more explosive power, because the more of them that there are, the greater force and power that can be generated. Let me see here. Yeah, they're important the because the body essentially coordinates which motor units in a given muscle are used, right, and which ones across the body are used in order to better control movements. Some of which are used kind of antagonistically to the main movers of a movement or a skill in action. Some of which activated themselves, but I suppose that motor units are basically just the most base version of just contracture necessary for any given movement.